Chapter 5. You're getting there. Life in the pizzeria can be pretty hectic and exciting. There are those days when you finish your preparation perfectly in time, if not a little bit early, and you feel fine because everything is running smooth. At that point, you only need to wait for the first hungry person to come into the shop or to place an order on the telephone. Then you wait, and you wait. There's an unsettling silence and the atmosphere is eerie. You walk back and forth, double and triple check your containers, keep the oven temperature under control so you keep yourself busy. Oh, finally a nice couple comes in. They sit down and take a look at the menu, and just a few seconds later the phone rings. Then somebody walks in and asks for a quick takeaway pizza. Oh, the phone rings again. Look, 2 more people coming to the pizzeria. This is the story of that day when you suddenly got busy, within 1 minute. Orders keep flowing, both by phone and from people popping into the shop. Only 5 minutes ago you were chatting with your colleague about the finale of Game of Thrones, and right now the only flames you can think about don't come from a dragon, but from your oven. And possibly by yourself, because you're running faster than light to please the starved customers as soon as possible. Situations like these are less infrequent than you think, but you need to get used to it. There is a common saying among people who work in the kitchen, including pizza makers. We say we are all crazy. And I think I know where this comes from. The abrupt acceleration you are often subjected to makes you want to shout and run away. When I prepare pizza at home, the atmosphere is certainly different. It's never frenetic, even if I have many guests. Family member and or friends are here to eat, sure, but they will not complain to me if I'm running 7 seconds late. They will let me do my things and bake their dinner in peace. Actually, they are always curious and they like to watch a professional at work. Sometimes they ask me if they can try it themselves, so I quickly explain to them how to stretch their double. Basically, I show them the very same technique I teach people attending my pizza making classes, and they often end up signing in. And now I'm going to describe this technique to my reader. We will try and stretch a double in order to get a round pizza, as similar as possible to the ones we usually buy from our favorite takeaway restaurant. Probably we will not be able to get a round pizza the first time we try. Honestly, that still happens to me from time to time, even after years of experience and hundreds of thousands of pizzas. But look, if the taste is good, who cares about the shape? Don't give too much importance to the shape right now, it will come with experience. The first step is to grab your rolling pin, take a photo of it, upload it to your local marketplace website and sell it. Exactly, you will not need this tool to stretch a pizza. Although even in Italy there are restaurants where the pizzaiolo uses a rolling pin, they offer a different product with certain features. Certainly, using it is a hack to stretch the pizza base in a quick and easy way, but you will blow all the bubbles and totally lose all the gas produced during rising. You would end up with a flat, tortilla-like final product. We all love tortillas, but we're discussing pizza making here. So let's start dusting our table with a bit of flour. It could be a good idea to have some semolina at hand for this purpose. In fact, its grains are bigger and our dough will slide on it more easily. Now we are ready to stretch rigorously by hand. We start with our fingers though. Mind you, I said fingers, not fingertips. If you put your fingers vertically on your dough, you only get holes and pits. We want our base to be as even as possible, so it will cook evenly too. Push the dough with your fingers using the whole length. Don't be too gentle, but don't be a wrestler either. The base must still be stretched. Try to follow the way it opens and try to keep the shape round. Turn the base upside down, rotate it 90 degrees and repeat the movement. If the base is a bit shiny and it doesn't seem to react nicely, you don't need to try harder. Just leave it there for a while and start again. This way the gluten will relax and the dough will be less reluctant. You can use this trick multiple times if need be. Just be careful, as your base could dry up a bit if you take too long. Consider covering it with a cloth if you want to repeat this move. The presence of the flour on your table helps you during this operation, but you don't want any of this flour to go inside the oven. Or at least you want as little as possible. That's why we need to shake it away from our base. Probably you had the chance to see some pizzaiolo live or on video juggling his pizza, tossing it, throwing it in the air and catching it on the fly. Pretty spectacular. That's not an end in itself though. Many pizza makers do their moves because they actually stretch the pizza base that way. At the same time, that's a really effective means to get rid of the excess of flour. They have the same goal as us. Of course, I'm not implying that you need to learn how to become a pizza juggler unless you want it. You only need to grab your pizza base by the edge with your left hand and lay it on the palm of the right hand. Then pass it on the left hand again and repeat this gesture several times at your pace. You will see that your base becomes wider and at the same time you are shaking away the excess of flour. Two birds with one stone, just like the professionals do. Good job, chef! This manner of shaking flour away is the same I follow myself, and I think it's pretty common in the professional world, in endless variations, since I found it pretty effective. When my teacher showed it to me, I had to figure out by myself the exact movement that would have suited me better. You will do the same, you will find your very own movement, the one that comes more natural and feels smoother for you. Speaking strictly about stretching the double, the overall method I use is slightly different. It involves spinning the base on the table and letting it hang from the edge, so the gravity helps me. However, I can't help but let some flour fall down on the floor, and it will happen the same to you. That's why I don't usually explain this method. I want your kitchen to stay as clean as possible, and also I want you to spend more time having fun with pizza making than cleaning because of it. Leave this kind of playful exercises to restaurants and staff. They needed to let go of the tension they accumulate during the evening. I was told that throughout the service I look like a cyborg, unbossed and thoughtful. But when it's time to clean, even I become less serious and more cheerful and chatty. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is a good thing, because more than once somebody took advantage of my relaxed state and made me the target of their jokes. From throwing flour on my hair, as if it's not white and grey enough already, to splashing water on my back, and I'm talking about a bucket of water, not just a few drops. Take advantage until you can, boys. Tomorrow I will be a nasty dictator again, and I'll beat your back with a rod as usual. Only joking, of course, I don't beat anybody with a rod, I use my bare knuckles. But I am digressing here. We have only stretched one pizza and we already want to clean? I don't think so. We still need to put the toppings and we had to bake and what's most important, eat. Also, let's go back into our house where we will not proceed exactly like they do in the pizzeria. As we know, their oven is way more powerful than ours. This is what leads us to the expedient of cooking our pizza in 2 rounds. Let's learn about this.